welcome to another episode of High Voltage. I am your host. I'm MacKenzie Nelson, and I'm so honored, as always, that you've decided to tune in to my podcast today. So, very exciting news. My book has officially launched and has become an international bestseller. Woo! Thank you guys so much for showing up, showing out, sharing, and helping me reach across the international waters of Canada. Canada still counts, okay? No, but I'm so excited and I'm just getting started. That was just the $1.99 Kindle campaign for 48 hours, and now the book is still available on Amazon for the full Kindle price. And to follow in the next 6 weeks will be the print copy that I know a lot of you have been asking me about. So excited to get your hands on it and dig in. And then I'm going to have, which is the topic of our show today, which I'm very excited about. It's a journal, you guys. I know I've posted about this and I've shared, but I'm so excited about the journal that is accompanying my book, My Father's Feathers, A Journey of Transformation and Healing, One Feather at a Time. The thing that is so powerful about this journal, it's called 3 Pages a Day to Transform Your Life. The thing that's so powerful about it is something that I've personally done and can tell you from my experience. The book, My Father's Feathers, is the manifestation of a 3 pages a day process that I have implemented and started a few years ago. Not only did this give me enough writing to fill the pages of my first book, My Father's Feathers, I have so much additional text and words. I could write probably like 5 more books off of just the material I wrote for the last 3 years. But the really cool thing about this journal, 3 pages a day to transform your life, the way that it works and is set up is in increments of 3 pages. So you'll have like 1 page with lines, and then it's blank on the other side, another page with lines, and so on. And they're clumped together in 3 different pages. There are inspirational quotes to keep you motivated as you write, so you can go on your own journey and start by writing 3 pages a day. The coolest part about this, though, is you don't have to publish a book like I did. Maybe that is not where you're feeling led in your journey. Maybe you just want to target some specific areas in your life. It's a little murky, you feel held back. You feel like, I'm not following through. What gives? What is going on with me? And I can't, I'm grappling and I'm struggling. I can't find this missing piece, this link, the key to put in the ignition to really start my motor, so to speak. Get excited and energized and start accomplishing things that you've maybe had in the back of your mind, but just haven't had the wherewithal or the tools, right, to approach that, to diagnose, so to speak, the central issue to why your engine hasn't started revving yet. So you can take this journal, this 3 pages a day journal, and you can simply start writing about processes or things you hope to improve, or whatever comes to your mind about this particular area you're hoping to grow in. Say, you want to lose weight. This journal is so effective at helping you figure out, maybe today I ate, you could just track food in it. You could look at maybe how you're feeling more motivated to connect. Maybe you want to connect with a trainer, but you don't know who to connect with or how to, or what you're specifically looking to target. So you need to put some thought into these things in order for you to take the next step, which is that action. So a lot of times, really, the actions that manifest in our lives are the ones, first it starts out as a thought. It's a thought. It doesn't turn into action until you are thinking on this and you feel motivated, everything's clicking into place, and then you take the action. For me, I simply said yes to 3 pages a day, wherever it was going to lead. So maybe you don't even know what you would do with a journal, but say yes. say yes like I did, and you get to find out where it leads you. It's like your own adventure. It's another way of just prioritizing yourself, setting some time aside and saying, yes, like I can say yes to this one thing, this one action of 3 pages a day. And then I can see, how that manifests in my life. Today I thought, since my book has been released, I could share a little bit. Chapter 25 in My Father's Feathers specifically talks about how I wrote 3 pages a day and how I found it, so helpful. I basically noticed that as I remained consistent to writing 3 pages a day, there was this new fierceness, right, that was being forged inside of me. And how was that happening? Well, I was honoring this process. And when you follow through, when, we talked about this on the trustworthy episode, when you have intent and you are thinking, I'm going to do this, and that is how you are going about your life. When you say, I will do this, and you follow through with the action, what does that do for you? Well, you're building confidence. You are building fierceness, ferociousness. And I did, I stood a little taller, which is very tall because I am 6'1". But yes, I walked even taller as I started writing my pages and as I remained consistent. And I just had this new passionate desire to continue, like, where is this going? What's going to happen? And I still have that fierceness now on the other side of my solo book being published. I still have this sense of adventure, right? Like, I'm like, where will this lead? What new doors will open? What's next? I don't know. But that's the beautiful part of the opportunity that exists in the now. In the now, we have tremendous opportunity, right? Like so many different doors, so many variables and varieties, where a lot of times we get intimidated and we shut down. We're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. No, it's not about that. It's about staying focused and consistent and knowing who you are. And that place, that's where you can make decisions. That's where you can decide what, suits me, what aligns with me, what purpose should I seek, what people should I partner with. You have to know you first. And if you don't know you need my journal. You need it. Find out who you are. This is a surefire way. If you stay committed, you will know yourself better in the beginning than you did when you first started writing. I guarantee it. So some days my writing brought insurmountable joy as I wrote about victories I had experienced or fond memories with my children and husband. I'd have an extra pep in my step as my writing revealed that I had a lot of blessings in my life to count. I rejoiced when I discovered a new insight into myself, feeling like I had uncovered another piece to my story. So in My Father's Feathers, it's like basically every new insight that I'm gaining as I'm writing, as I'm learning more about myself throughout this 3-year period where I honored this process, I'm collecting my feathers, so to speak. I'm collecting my insights. I'm collecting new knowledge about myself, about my story, about my experiences. And then I'm seeing this whole picture laid out before me, depicted in word format. And when I read that, it is very much like I'm looking into a mirror, one that I didn't see before I started writing and processing who I really was. And like I said, I wrote some days when I was processing hurt toward a family member. And then upon rereading it, I saw, oh, wow, did I ever go back and, forgive them for that? And so it gave me fresh opportunity, to reach out to God and be like, oh, I've just been holding this against this person. And I'm really sorry I missed it the first time. I was so angry when I wrote. And now I can go back in a reflective place, catch that, and forgive that person and free myself. And I was also able, to keep a record of my lived life that spoke specifically to my thoughts, my dreams, and my life experiences. Now my children and generations to follow will forever have a glimpse into my heart and know more about where they came from. This was a gift I would have given anything to have, especially from my biological father, of never being able to connect with him or never be able to meet him, to have a manuscript where he's sharing his thoughts on life and his journey experiences, thoughts about, his children or his parents and where he came from. That's like such a really amazing gift to leave behind, for your children and for generations to come. So now my book, and if you do decide you want to get your work published, can serve my kids, can serve their kids, and they can say, look, this is who she is through her eyes, her perspective, her writing. And it's so powerful. And the coolest part about this that I did not expect through this process was, on days where I was struggling and needing additional encouragement, my own written words helped me. I drew fresh strength from my writing capabilities to continue on my journey. That was tremendous. Those days are tremendous, and they still are, right? Like, I am not perfect. That is not at all why I wrote or why I have this podcast. I am a person who openly struggles with many of the things that I have written about. These are my life experience. These are places where I've been, and sometimes I revisit them. And I need my own writing to remind me, or the Bible, or other encouraging people that I've met through this process who feed me when my tank is on low and I'm, feeling run down or discouraged. I get discouraged too. And really, to have my own writing build me up at the times where I'm discouraged, I was like, man, like if this has the capability to lift me up, my words, then I pray to God that if you've grabbed a copy of this, it's done the same for you. So guys, get excited about this 3 pages a day journal. I'm going to share with you when it launches, where you can get it, how you can get it. And it also has the capability, this could be all you need to write your own book. You can buy multiple journals, they're 30-day formats, and you can just label the front. And then you have like a built-in system where you can go back and grab your words. For me, some people are like, oh, well, I'll just type. For me, there was something special happening when I was writing with my own hands and my own connectedness into holding, this in my hand and using a pen and writing and seeing my own writing and connecting that way. It connected differently for me than if I was reading it on a typed screen. And so give it a chance, even if, you think, well, I just want to type or whatever. Give actual written writing a chance. Try my journal, see where it leads, and then reach out to me and let me know how it's changed your life. I'm hoping to lead an anthology, looking for people who want to do this program, start writing 3 pages a day, and then share with me how it transformed your life. And this could be you. How cool, you could have your own chapter in an anthology and become a published author just by writing 3 pages a day. So stay tuned for that too, guys. So much excitement and so many really amazing things are happening right now in my life. And I'm just thrilled to be able to share this with you. Please always reach out, go to my website, hit me up, guys. 30 minutes, we can chat, we can talk about, anything on your heart or anything I've spoken in these podcasts or in my book that you feel has been instrumental in your life or has touched your heart in some way. I would love to hear about it. I would love the honor of hearing you share that with me. So thank you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and that you live your life fully charged and fully engaged, always being mindful of honoring that present moment and ready and waiting with your yes. That's all I have for you guys this week. Stay tuned for more.